I'm Pip and I've got Helen here, and we are here to talk to you today about the taster session that runs before our conscious parenting program. So we're going to tell you a bit about why we think it's important to offer this, and if you want to come along and try it out, what you get out of it. So let's talk a little bit about conscious parenting first, Helen, and set the scene for why we're doing this.
Yeah, so overall, why we're running a conscious parenting program, and therefore why we're running a taster course, is because gosh, parenting is just such an amazing learning ground for our own journey of exploration, of self-realization, of enlightenment. Our kids, they provide us lessons all the blooming time, like little miracles of gifts, of opportunities to learn, to realize, to drop our conditioned ideas, to live in the moment, to be present, to flow with life as it is, rather than clinging to how we think it should be. You know, all of these are what our kids bring us. But sometimes when we're in the midst of it, when we're so caught in the world of being a parent and all that entails, it can be really easy to lose sight of that and to just get stuck and lost in the narrative of it all. So yeah, conscious parenting overall is because we want to really help parents go on a deep dive transformational program of realizing this gift that our kids are for our own enlightenment, and also therefore to become grounded in the love and clarity that we all are, but which as a parent, when you know that, the ripple effect that can have on your partner, on your kids, on anybody else who's responsible within that little parenting world is yeah, it's just such a gift. It's such a great opportunity. So yeah, that's why the topic as a whole. But do you want to say a bit more about the taster course specifically and what that's
Yeah. So the taster course is really an opportunity for people to dip a toe. And I think one of the reasons that we want to offer that is because we're deliberately designing the program to be to require commitment from people, because we know that's such an important part of creating the container for us to be able to do this work really well as a little mini community that we'll create. So the main conscious parenting program is 6 months, and it's a significant investment of time and money, especially when you're a busy parent. When I find things that are similar that I would like to attend, similar duration, similar investment, there's a pause for me around, I know I want to do it, but I'm just not, I haven't had a little glimpse of what will it be like, who might be there, what will it really feel like to be in those sessions. So whenever there is an opportunity to jump on a taster event for those things that interest me, it really helps me. We know other people don't interact with the world like that, and I know I want to do it, and I'm signed up, and that's great too. You don't have to do the taster sessions at all before you would join the main program. And similarly, you absolutely do not need to join the main program if you've done the taster. So we were both agreeing, Helen, that there's been lots of times that we've just joined taster sessions for different programs, not done the program, and got a load out of it. And we believe that people will show up to the bits that they need to show up to. So yeah, I think it's just a way of offering people an opportunity to have a go with minimal investment of time on their part.
Yeah, and for free, all for free. Yes. yeah, awesome. So let's talk a bit then about what we're actually going to do on that taster course. We've got 3 days, so we're going to have, because on the main program we've got conversation calls led by me and constellation calls led by you. We're going to replicate that in the taster course, with day 1 being about the conversations, day 2 being about the constellations, and then day 3 will be a kind of broader wrap up Q&A. No doubt we'll talk about the main program as well at the end if people want to stay and listen to that. So if I just say a little bit about the conversations, then you could share your expertise on constellations. So what I'm going to be doing on day 1 of the taster course is setting the scene in terms of the lens that I'll be inviting you to look through in this program from really that perspective of that turning around and seeing that I am responsible for my experience. I am responsible for whatever I'm experiencing in the world. And to introduce that idea of inquiry, to introduce that opportunity to check, what is it that I'm believing? What is it that I'm bringing to this, which is creating this experience? So I'll be setting some context. I will most likely be using my river metaphor, which many people are familiar with. If you're not, I've got a free training on that on my website as well, if you want to check that out already. And I'm really feeling like with this program, a recent realization for me has been that peace, love, and joy are real core tenets in the journey I've traveled and what I bring for other people. And I can see that they're going to be a foundation of the program overall. And so I really want to bring that as an introduction in the taster to where peace really is, what love's role really is, and how therefore joy is kind of in some ways an inevitable outcome of those first 2 pieces of exploration. And it'll be interactive, so everyone can bring a real parenting challenge which you can work on individually in the comfort of your own home during that call, during that process, to get a little mini experience of it, to get a little, like you said before, we obviously can't do the full thing on a 3-day taster course, but to get enough of an experience so you know the kind of direction we're going in, you know the kind of depth we're going to, you know what we're like, you've got to like me and Pip if you're going to join this program, so you get to find out all of that as well. So yeah, over to you, Pip. Tell us about constellations.
Yeah, I don't know whether we can hope they like us. They've got to at least be able to tolerate us as part of their community for the few days. So as Helen said, on the second Zoom call of the taster session, we'll look at constellations, and that we've done another video that talks much more deeply about constellations as a practice. But just to say in short, it's about using a very simple technique to re-establish a flow of love in family systems. What we'll do on the little taster session is I'll be offering what we call a structural constellation. So it's something that you can do in your own home. It's a mini version of what we'll be doing on the main program. And it'll be something that we can all use. So it'll be like a standard tool for re-establishing the flow of love in a family system. So you'll get to experience what everybody will get to experience on the taster session, what it feels like to be part of a constellation and their own constellation. And they'll also have a tool that they can just take away and replicate whenever they want to kind of tap back into it. So yeah, we'll keep it super practical and allow everybody to have a go.
Awesome. What a gift. Yeah, amazing. I'm looking forward to it myself for that one.
Yes.
Constellations are amazing. Awesome. So practical details then, when we are doing it. So this is the 4th, the 5th and the 6th of July. So we thought just before summer holidays might be a smart time to do this before everyone is off into that realm, and ahead of the program properly starting on the 7th of September. So you've still got plenty of time to book after the taster course, but there will be an early bird price which ends at the end of the 8th of July. So you've basically got 48 hours after the taster course when the early bird's still live. So if you're thinking about joining the program, you really want to come to the taster course to get a definite yes for yourself, or a definite no. But if you're going to be a definite yes, then you'll be able to take advantage of the early bird price. And those calls, because it's a taster, they're going to be an hour. rather than the 2 hours that the main program's going to be, and they'll be 7:30 till 8:30 on that 4th, 5th and 6th of July. And we will pop the link below so you can get signed up, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Thanks.